'Tis the season for spreading holiday cheer, and on this edition of Panther Sports Talk, we will do just that, as we hear Christmas stories and traditions from many student athletes. We'll recap the start of the wrestling season and look at what's on the horizon with Doug Schwab. Feature a senior men's basketball player trying to help the Panthers in the final non-conference games. And we'll spotlight a multiple NCAA tournament qualifying wrestler who's in his final season. A holiday special Panther Sports Talk starts now.